Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. Good morning. The sun is not even up. There is nobody in sight. I absolutely love being up early in the morning. Just a little tip, if you want to start crushing it in this life, if you don't do it already, wake up a little earlier. Get up before everyone. It is true. The early bird does get the worm. All right, guys, we're going to be talking about U.S. steel going up 15%. And good news, it's not the commodity I'm talking about, but it did go up pretty sharply on the other day, Friday, maybe Thursday. We're going to get into that, but actually how this plays into the possibility that the chip shortage is nearing its end, okay? And this lines up with what I was talking about the other day, that this cycle with the chip shortage and the crazy prices in cars are just going to be like what I explained about lumber last spring, that don't worry, it's a normal cycle, it's going to come back, all right? It says earlier this week, Morgan Stanley showed that more inflation, just so you guys know, I'm just going to go through this a little bit. I'm going to link the story below, okay? That there are more concerns about the historic labor crisis, right? They talk about it's more than the labor crisis. People are really worried about this supply chain issue. It's causing panic. That's what's causing the rising of prices. When you have so many people looking for the same thing, they're willing to outbid others, and they get into this mania. We've also seen that in real estate. But just so you know, this is definitely unlike any time in the past. It's just on a much larger scale. However, it's normal. It's going to go back. It goes into talking about all the different issues with the supply chain and all that kind of stuff, and it briefly touches on the chips situation. But it says here, Goldman Sachs, in which the bank economists listed what they viewed as the three key drivers of the supply chain normalization, right? Not the problems, they're talking about the normalization now. This is where they always want to be a few months ahead. This is why you come to the Economic Ninja channel, because that's what I'm doing too. I'm looking 3 months, 6 months, a couple years in advance. I'm not looking at today. That's what people that panic in the markets do. That's why prices go up, all right? And that's why we're going to sit back and we're going to reap the rewards coming into early next summer. So here are three of the points that they make of why things are going to be normalizing very soon. It says improved chip supply driven by post-Delta factory restarts in this quarter 4 of 2021, and eventually by expanded production capacity by second half of 2022. Remember, guys, not only are the chip manufacturers opening back up, and labor's coming in, they're filling the labor spots, they're able to ramp up production right now. So you're going to see those numbers coming out by the end of this quarter. But not only that, all of these companies, they did the opposite type of panic. They went, oh my gosh, there's so much demand. Build, and they're putting in machines and they're buying more square footage and they're hiring more people. And you're going to literally see next year, by the end of 2022, a glut of chips. You're going to see them collapse in price. Actually, it's going to be very interesting when it comes to the crypto market and Bitcoin mining or any cryptocurrency mining. I haven't talked about that in a long time. All right, improved U.S. labor supply. Like I said, there's more and more laborers coming in. This is on the United States side. That's great. And they're looking at that fourth quarter again of this year. Okay, so more labor's coming in, and in the first half of 2022. And then the obvious wind down of U.S. port congestion by the second half of 2022. Now I'm going to stop here because it talks about U.S. steel, and I'd like you guys to read about that, because what's happening is there is a buyout, and there's a lot of optimism in steel because they're starting to ramp up their stuff. They're getting excited because they see this supply chain issue dwindling down too, and they see that there's going to be a lot more building of automobiles, things like that, things that had stopped production or severely slowed down in the last let's say 6 to 12 months is now really picking back up because of these vital small parts. Now think about it, this supply chain issue that we have in the ports right now is being handled, but it doesn't happen overnight. And one thing that they're doing is that they're going to start fining companies to come and get their stuff. And if they don't figure it out, they're going to be fined severely, especially when we're dealing with empty containers. There's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, and just so you know, it's always darkest before the dawn, right? Well, that has to do with everything. And remember, economics is based 100% on emotion. When you bring everything down, it's based on emotion. A lot of people talk about supply and demand. Demand is based off of emotion. It is the human being's decision if they need something. Now, a lot of people would say, well, you need food. I go, yeah, it's funny, but I actually know people that go through 21-day water fasts. So you're right, you do need food eventually. But do you need food right now? Do you need your new car right now? Do you need a house right now? That's the whole thing. And once you realize that extremely simple point, and I know it sounds crazy, you are going to get it. And you will become a better investor forever. When you can sit back, the Warren Buffetts of the world, they don't jump right in. They don't panic. They've been here, there, done that. They chill, they watch, and they attack at the right time. And that's what Ninja Nation is going to be doing. Again, guys, bringing up the Dallas event, I'm super excited about it. And you're going to understand why the admission is going to be 1 silver coin. And I'm going to front this thing. I'm going to pay for it. The heck with dealing with these credit card companies. Our company has been blessed. We're so grateful for the subscribers. And we're going to foot this, and you'll see why the 1 silver ounce. We're going to do what everybody's talking about. We're going to bring it into reality as far as being used as money. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for your time. The Economic Ninja is out.